Becoming more interesting, the activities of the opposition coalition under the African Democratic Movement (ADC). Many tweets, many things kept happening. We keep seeing new development daily. Forget the cacophony of voices before now of criticism coming from individual members of the coalition. It seems the coalition is ready to move. It seems they want to start kicking. Following what happened this evening at their meeting, where it was reported that the ADC gave a directive to Governor Amin, former governor of Sokoto State, that is Senator Aminu Waziri Tambol, to resign from the PDP to join the ADC fully. Same was also handed to Peter Obi of Labour Party. That was the former, the candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023 presidential election, to equally resign from the Labour Party to fully join the ADC. The same was also told to the former Kaduna State Governor Malam Nasiru El-Rufai that he should resign and from the SDP and join the ADC fully, so that the coalition can kickstart and start moving. And that was the instruction that was handed down at the meeting this evening, as reported from sources. It shows that a lot is happening, and it's very surprising to see some faces you never identified with the coalition before, but they were present at the meeting, as reported by some key media houses. Daily Trust reported that former Nigerian Senate President Bukola Saraki was at the meeting. Daily Trust equally reported that Pantami attended the meeting of the coalition ADC. That is what we read from the papers this evening, and a lot is really happening. It shows that there is consultation, a lot of underground work is going on, and they are warming up toward 2027. 2027 is far from now for those who are not politicians, but for politicians there is no time that is too far. They can start preparing, and like they used to say, that 24 hours is a long time in politics, so anything can still happen. This is just the basic, this is just the starting point, and they have started making moves, started talking, and started taking decision. Well, will these people yield this decision or yield this directive given to them so that the coalition will move? We will see in the days ahead. But Nigerians should know that a lot of things is going, a lot is going on. The opposition are really cooking and are working, trying to unseat President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, as they boasted. Yes, they said they are going to make sure that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is a one-term president. Will this happen? It's all left to Nigerians and how they play their game, because it's all about game. Yes, it's politics, like they say. There's no permanent friend, no permanent enemy, but permanent interest. Even those men you see in the opposition today, some of them might decide to join the government tomorrow. It's just the matter of interest. But then I'm not saying this is what will happen, but this is a possibility. This is what can happen. But let's keep watching and see how event unfold. So many things happening at the meeting today. You see what you've seen from the media. You can see a lot of persons that you never expected. You never think they are part of the opposition, but today you saw them. The former governor of Kwara said no, it was announced formally that he has moved to the opposition and he's left his political party, the PDP. He's left. We've seen so many things. Another twist to what is happening in the country, it was the visit of the former Nigerian president to the former Senate President David Mark, who happened to be the chairman of the ADC. Yeah, the ADC. Yeah, David Mark is the chairman of the ADC, and President Goodluck Jonathan visited him this evening, even though details of the visit was not let out, or I would say me personally, I've not really know why the visit, but it must not be, it should be related to all the political development in the country. As the citizens watch, the key point, the area the opposition campaign against the ruling, the sitting government, is about the harsh economic policies of the government. They describe the policies of the government, especially the economic policies, as harsh, and they say they are anti-masses. That is what the opposition is saying, while those who are loyal to the government of the day say, no, these policies are necessary due to other things that have happened in government in the past. Well, there was no time I saw a head of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu criticizing the former president, late Muhammadu Buhari. In fact, recently when he visited the widow of President Muhammadu Buhari, he still promised that he will continue with the legacy of President Muhammadu Buhari. So when I hear supporters of President Tinubu talked about the misdeed or bad misdeed of President Muhammadu Buhari, or some of his policies that affected the country, I kept wondering what is really happening. Well, maybe because they belong to the same political party, or maybe because he wants to respect the dead, and that is why he's keeping it cool. But those who are close to him have said things that suggest that a lot of wrongdoing with the administration. But then, if APC have ruled Nigeria for 10 years now, yeah, President Bola Tinubu has barely spent 2 years or 2 years and some months in office, and President Muhammadu Buhari have spent 8 years. And I can see some members of the cabinet of President Muhammadu Buhari also in the coalition. People like Pantami, people like Malami Kebi, like the former Attorney General, are part of the 8 years of the 10 years of APC. They are also part of the coalition. These are questions Nigerians are asking. These are talking points. These are like people to now use this as yardstick of judgment to see these men, when they were in power, were they able to deliver? What did they do that is right? Is it what Nigerians want them to come back? These are questions. But then, if you listen, you pay attention, you know that Nigerians are actually talking, Nigerians are actually crying, Nigerians are actually complaining about certain things. And Nigerians are asking questions that how come that since the removal of fuel subsidy by the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, there are no program or palliative program directly to the masses. And they are wondering that the state governors are collecting huge money in terms of federal allocation, but it seems it's not trickling down because people kept crying of lack of money, but they kept distributing, they kept sharing trillions of naira. Even the last one, over 2 trillion naira was shared among the state, the federal, and the local government, and yet the masses kept crying, there is no money, there's no money, there's no money. And we believe, we know, let us leave it there, because let's see what the opposition do. We are just talking about the preparation of the opposition towards unseating President Bola Ahmed Tinubu as they promised, and what is President Bola Ahmed Tinubu doing to ensure that he remain in power beyond 2027. That is what we're talking about. We'll keep our fingers crossed.